a fresh election notice will be issued, or on the, because this election notice is challenged by, if I have to hear this writ petition, then I cannot direct that because there is no consensus. Or you can, I mean, there can be a consensus between you that they'll sign and election notice will be issued.
Yes.
Mr. Bhattacharya, you have a talk. I mean, all of you have a talk. I mean, stick to
Mr. Sen be the special officer. I have
that talk will not result.
Talk will not result.
Then I'll have to decide on merit.
No, why are
If
you
the president does not have the power, I'll set aside and do the same thing.
No,
Very lordship has to set aside the writ petition should be maintained or not maintained.
Public interest, sport.
That's what you
No, no, well, we are interested in election. Election has to be.
if the election, we all in one that election should be held. Election.
So all of you want elections should be held, but different. So if it's different, then if there's an agreed order, I can pass it. I can sign it.
Informing to Mr. Bhattacharya through my lord. The president has only issued the notice that on a particular day election will be held.
Mr. Bose, inform me through Mr. Bhattacharya. That will be the easier course of action. If there's a consensus, I mean,
election যদি করতে চাও fresh
there
করে
can
করো।
be a fresh election notice without you considering anything.
They sign the notice. He has not anything else.
Mr. Basu, because all of you are saying that you want election, but if you fight tooth and nail on the maintainability and all the,
First of all,
in the same breath you are saying that, and the moment after you are saying no, that is not possible because it's the maintainability is, then I have to hear it on merits, on maintainability also. You will cite 10 judgments, he'll cite 20 judgments, and I'll decide this.
because my client wants the election.
If both of you want the election, why don't you agree to something?
Returning officer has already been appointed.
Anyway,
The
that's-
lordship will appoint another returning officer. What? Let us understand.
They're not agreeable.
Wait, wait.
Mr. Sen and Mr. Basu, this is going nowhere. You, in the same breath, all of you are saying you agree to an election, but you are not agreeing to the modalities of the election. So your agreement to the election, what is the modality? Tell me an agreed, something agreed.
Modality.
You are saying that if the notice remains, returning officer will be changed. Notice remains. He says, no, notice does not remain. So how can there be a reconciliation between the two? This is wastage of court's time, Mr. Sen. Either I hear it on merit and maintainability, or which I cannot do before the vacation.
fresh notice করে করো।
Lordship, I am for the respondent number 6, Lordship.
Fresh notice in which all of you will sign, they will sign.
Somebody who will issue election notice.
Yes,
and what
Yes, yes. I
It would be utterly dehouse the rules. Why should I appoint anybody who will issue the notice?
Rule.
One day you will be the
Why should there be a court monitored election? No.
ego problem.
Courts are monitoring too many things beyond their business, Mr. Basu. I am not at all interested in the court monitoring an election of the table tennis.
my lord will kindly,
Problem is
I think
ruining this association.
সপ্তাংশু
Association has already been ruined.
special officer
Already been ruined by engagement of so senior counsel.
বলো তুমি
Why not ask-
All the associations have, whatever ruin has to happen, it has happened.
One last suggestion. Malad, in your
The
lordship.
players are suffering, Mr. Basu.
Say, we will jointly issue the notice today. We will sign and they will
এখনো
also
আজকে
sign.
Then the writ petition becomes infructuous.
have to fix up the program.
My learned friend insists that the
both
Nobody has shown me the where is the rule.
joint secretary,
page
both of us
60.
will sign today.
67,
60.
60.
15.
You are one of the secretaries.
Yes.
Yes.
And Mr. Bhattacharya is
Want to go? Yes.
My client is one of the secretary and Bhattacharya's client is one of the
Well,
secretary.
the fair proposal would be
Proposal.
let
Both
this-
of us will sign.
দাঁড়াও, সব-
both of you sign, issue an election notice, hold an
no,
election.
signing, they have to prepare the program of election and sign. They will, let them do. They will do it and the election be held or should kindly appoint a special officer for the purpose
No,
of
Mr.
overseeing.
Bhattacharya, that would be
Overseeing,
premature.
not conducting,
You have
overseeing.
challenged the notice at the notice stage. Why should I oversee the election? I have the election oversee.
I will consider
Lord,
that.
that would be
I am
Lord to
not
bring,
standing in the way of
bring a Millard to quit us to the situation.
But only I
Let
will
someone be appointed Millard for the purpose of the supervising or overseeing.
If the election notice is issued jointly, Mr. Bhattacharya, because at this stage the election has not been held,
No.
your allegation is regarding the election notice not being without authority.
Okay, I agree.
So I'll set aside the notice. I'll say,
An
I'll
approach.
record your agreement that both of you will jointly sign an election notice
Yes.
and issue the same, and elections will be held accordingly. I'll leave it open for all of you to challenge if there is any further.
one prayer. Madam.
That will resolve your issue.
I think.
Only one prayer. Kindly
Lordship, may I?
on Friday once again.
That is the only thing I wish not to do.
Because madam,
If there is one thing I wish not to do, Mr. Sen, that is what.
that is they will not sign. That is my prayer. Because why I sign your lordship 158
They'll not sign you. Yeah.
sign. When I gave them the notice last time,
Well, I'll keep them at a pen.
You know, Mr. Sen plans are overcharged.
You are for whom?
I'm with the association. That's what is happening.
Two secretaries are agreeing. They are Mia and Bibi. So you are.
I have no problem.
So I am the literally the Qazi.
158 should not be repeated. Kindly see once. 158. When I gave them this request, they said that you will have to sign an MOU with me. Otherwise, I will not sign the election.
No.
No. Lordship, may I? I am for the respondent number 6, my
So
lord.
that's-
Who are you?
Just
I am for the respondent number 6, Mantu
He
Ghosh.
has only not has his say. Yes.
The proposal was given when the matter was sub judice,
Anyway,
and
do you have any difficulty? Both the joint secretary, both the joint general secretaries agree to issue an election notice.
not
I-
at all.
So
Not at all.
not at all means I construe that you have no objection.
No, I don't have any objection, but it has to be in accordance with the constitution, my.
Immediately after the vacation, I'll record an order that both of you will issue a notice
Yes.
jointly, and if
And
anything
the election
untoward
program-
without any
Lordship,
condition.
Lordship,
you're fighting like
As per
babies.
the MOA means memorandum association, not more.
I'll drag the state too, because the state is also involved, as Mr. Ghosh is there and Mr. Bhattacharya argues that he comes within Article 12. No, not among the council. Some Mr. Ghosh is there who comes under Article 12. Mr. Bhattacharya has argued. So I'll direct the state to provide perambulators to your client.
Lordship, one thing, Lordship, one thing, Lordship.
There's no difficulty if everybody is sincere. We'll hold the joint meeting, joint secretaries, issue them the program, and the election be held.
Yes. As per the
And-
memorandum of-
Yes, no doubt about it.
Election notice will bind the time.
Yes.
Election notice
Lordship,
in consonance with.
Kindly record the time by.
I'll record that both the joint secretaries, Mr. Bhattacharya's client and Mr. Basu's client, agreed to issue a joint election
Yes.
notice in terms of the memorandum of the association and hold elections adhering to that
I think
and to the memorandum.
I agree with that.
Then I dispose of the writ
Yes,
petition.
can-
And both of you come in contempt, I'll decide in contempt.
Lordship, can it be at the supervision of the court, Lordship? My earnest request, Lordship.
A non-maintainable application should not be kept pending, Mr. Basu. No.
To maintain everything.
And after holding all this, I'll say that the writ petition in any event is not maintainable, so I'll dispose.
After the election is over.
Lordship, one prayer is there. Lordship, one prayer is there. Sorry.
What prayer?
The election should be at the supervision of the court, my lord, because
No.
there are two other writ petition is pending,
I'm
my lord.
tired of this court monitored thing. We monitor everything except the law. No. We are exceeding our business. If there is any difficulty, definitely because I'm keeping the matter pending, as
Any
suggested.
court officer, Lordship, any court officer, Lordship.
Not right now. Then allegations will be suffered by the court officer. Not right now. If necessary, we'll do that. The present challenge has been preferred at the behest of one of the joint general